Let me fire off an invite to Bobby, and we'll get going here. You can shoot them, fire off one text. And then we'll be off to the races. Okay. So again, interesting time slot today. We just got about a half hour to deal with baseball. Oh, there's Bobby.
What's up, bud?
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, guys. How's it going? It's up to chat and everybody. Thanks for the kind words about the site. Please give us any criticisms also before we jump into the baseball. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah. So again, from the timing here, we have about half hour till baseball lock, and then another half hour after that for the
So we got a half hour to baseball lock. So guys, I have to change something on my stream. Some people said they're not getting alerted, but I guess there may be something, and they're getting alerted on Sheets' thing, but not on this YouTube channel. So I'll fix that. But we'll get into some baseball because I don't want to spend too much time. We don't have a ton of it. So why don't you talk about for a second? I'm just finishing one lineup. Why don't you talk about some of what you're doing on DraftKings?
Yeah. So I am. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm only playing 2 lineups on DraftKings, and I'm playing a few more on FanDuel. I'm my pitching. I think I have Scherzer and Flaherty on both, and those are like my top. Those are like my 2 top choices. You know what I mean? Like if I were going elsewhere, I would there's a lot of things I could do. You know what I mean? Like I still like Gilbert if you wanted to pay down there, and then those mid-range guys, I a little better idea of the ownership, and I'll tell you is that I think that I would probably play Kluber, given that, and also given the fact that on FanDuel I'm playing a good amount of Morton anyway. Maybe I would probably hedge out a little bit of Morton. I agree with you, Big Ticket. I like Morton on DraftKings just for the way I'm building my portfolio. Sort of. I mean, I have Morton in my big one over on FanDuel. So I'm just to be diverse, I'm just gonna not play him on the DraftKings. I wouldn't consider it necessarily a dream matchup, but I mean certainly it's a good matchup.
I love Morton on FanDuel. I'm going to go for that one. I think he's one of the guys in the lower tier who could actually be up there with these top guys if things break his way, especially over there where you get the quality start, the win, et cetera, mean a lot. Good weather for him to pitch in as well. I'm just going to doing one last dig about umpire data and see if there's anything that I may want to touch on, because I do feel like these top guys are very interesting. I'm not playing any Logan Gilbert. I totally get it. I'm just not doing it. That actually has the best hitters umpire probably on the slate. Zach Eflin has an excellent pitchers umpire, and I have come on to some Eflin. What else we got?
My 2 favorite stacks, by the way, on DraftKings, probably going to be owned, but that's the way it's going to be for me today. I think is Milwaukee and Washington. Milwaukee, I totally forgot, that. I didn't forget, but in addition to Yelich being back and being very reasonable, you get Narvaez, who's been back, and he's hitting 4th. So yeah. I'm in with that one.
That's what I'm sorry. So who did you say? I lost you for a second.
I was going to say that Milwaukee, in addition to Yelich being back and cheap, you have Narvaez hitting 4th. And so that's good enough for me. So those are and again, I'm only playing 2 lineups on DraftKings. So they're by no means the only options, but those are the 2 that I'm using are Milwaukee and Washington.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm a little bit worried about this weather in. I don't know how much it's going to affect the field in Toronto because I really want to stack Boston and Toronto, or Toronto especially. But I want like Kiki Hernandez and guys like that for like my single or 3 entry stuff. But it's man, the weather is not perfect. I mean, I don't know. It just looks like it's blowing in hard from the left. But it's a great hitter's park, and I'm just going to go with that over it. I really can't. There's no historical data for this one.
On FanDuel, because you have the option of playing Morton, I'm definitely playing Boston over there, and I'm definitely playing the Yankees over there. I mean, you could just pay for all these guys, with no consequence, right? So,
Right.
So I'm going to do that, I believe. Yeah. So just some other guys, by the way, I'm sprinkling in on FanDuel. I'm playing a couple of Kershaws on FanDuel. I'm playing a Kluber or 2 on FanDuel. Playing obviously some Flaherty, but I don't have 100% Morton. I have 50% Morton.
50% Morton.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes certainly makes some sense. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out this last lineup build here, and it's a little hectic because it's the end of the day. So it's always, and we don't have a Washington lineup, which is driving me nuts. Because I mean, Washington's still my favorite team to stack by far, and I think they're going to be popular, but I don't care. Trying to build a lineup without them is the part that's difficult for me.
I'm going to tell you what I'm having difficulty with. So talk to me about your take on Burns today.
So I'm worried about the weather.
Okay.
So I'm sort of staying away from it now, just because if there's any chance of rain, or I already was iffy on it anyway. So but I do like his strikeout upside. I mean, just on its own. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Let me see the weather and see what the situation is. We could see Trust me, rain increasing likely the later we go into the game. Okay.
Just makes me a little bit nervous enough, just to get off of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking at sort of like a 3-2-2-1 in one of my single entry things, which I think I can get away with today, actually. But I'm trying to get off of just playing all of this Washington stuff. Because I do have it everywhere, and I'm just trying to find different ways to do it, and it's strange to feel like I'm locking in Josh Bell, who I'm still not sure can hit anymore.
I'm in the market for a shortstop on DraftKings around 4K.
I've only considered 2 shortstops all day, so I don't have anybody off the top of my head, but I would say that Gleyber is the guy you'd want.
Good idea.
And if you're going lower for any reason, anybody else out there, I do like Gavin Lux even, I guess he's only 6th tonight, so it's a little better.
Nah, Glober's the guy. Gleyber's the guy. And I do have, I told you I have 2 lineups. One of them is going to have Torres and the other one's going to have Lux. I like it.
Yeah, makes sense.
And they both are one-offs.
Yeah.
Bell, Castro, Soto, Narvaez in both. Castro. Yeah, those. I mean, these are just my. This is just my thing on DraftKings. Just those 2. And again, but it depends on. Okay, but I may as well go through this in case you guys are playing. A good amount of lineups. I would. So the way I would do pitching, right, is again I like Scherzer and Flaherty, and then. Gilbert's again. It's good play. I don't know if you're going to have to play him, but maybe you do. Like if you want to pay up for some of these hittings, I certainly give you the go ahead. And then I do like Kluber as much as just because of the ownership, as much as Morton and Eflin on DraftKings. So I would give that a run. And I don't know about the Burns thing. You know what? Your take, by the way, leaked into the rest of the community. I heard that like 4 different times today, by the way.
Oh, really?
About Kansas City, yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, that makes me feel good.
Yeah. So we should probably lock in Burns now. Anyway, so that's where I would be. And then when it comes to hitting on DraftKings, I told you I liked Washington and I liked Milwaukee, and then I do like Boston on DraftKings also. I like Seattle a little bit on DraftKings. I like Tampa for some reason. I know that Means is good against lefty. I know Means is good against lefty, so I don't know. I'll play the righties, whatever.
Yeah, good hitting weather there as well. Worth noting.
And the Tigers are interesting. I mean, if I were MMEing, I mean, there are a lot of teams I would play. You know what I mean? Like I would definitely get down to the Tigers. I would definitely get down to. I would definitely play Tampa. I would definitely play Seattle. You know, so if you guys want to put, you guys are any 20 maxers or something like that, I certainly would be vigorously recommending all those teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm running some weird builds where even with just as a one-off, I'm playing Maldonado at catcher at 2K. Just because I can't do anything. Like I literally just have $0 left to spend, and I don't love doing that kind of thing for a number 9 hitter. But yeah, I am.
What time is the Washington game, by the way?
It's in like an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. So it's not like it's at 7 or something.
It's bizarre that it's this late. It's like the Dodgers released their lineup like an hour ago, you know?
Wow.
They actually are one of the best at getting it out. They just happen to play late. And they're the one that stack that people care about who plays late. But yeah, I'm playing a little bit of Yoshi on I don't love it, but he's batting 4th, and I do like the Dodgers a lot. Yeah. I like the Dodgers, even though I don't love the lineup particularly. I still believe these guys are strong enough, especially against Kelly. So,
yeah, CP30. I disagree with you. I don't think that Milwaukee's stack is going to be unknown at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't either.
I mean, I'm playing them, and I'm actually afraid that they're too chalky.
Cameron Maybin.
Maybe you're right. Hope you're right. hope they're unowned.
I'm literally even with all this second base is so rough for me on DraftKings. I need to pay down there. That Lux and Hernandez, and even that can't get me to where I want to go. Like, it's really frustrating, and I just can't quite get to anything I really like. I'd love to pay just beneath that, literally 100 less, and I'd be okay. But I can't get beneath.
You know what? I apologize. I didn't read the entire thing. So CP30 was commenting on the fact that there's postponement risk in KC, which is what's going to maybe make Milwaukee unowned. Okay, that makes that I'll buy.
Yeah, but I still don't think people are going to be as afraid of it, personally.
Well, I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that one. I mean,
yeah. Tom Murphy, probably the best pay down at catcher, by the way, 2,500, batting 5th against Skubal. Best value. I mean. I'm just because I'm looking at value right now, and I think I might have to play a little Chad Pinder, which is
catcher.
No, he's playing second base.
Oh,
not what I had planned to do when I started the day at all. But he's 2,500, and I just down at second base.
CP, you're really ruining me right now because I just swapped out of Nico for Gleyber Torres. I was staring at the Nico all day, and I had him in my lineup. But he's hitting freaking 7th, and Torres is hitting 5th, and you know, like, I don't know. Maybe I might make a last minute switchback. I don't know. We're gonna see.
Certainly won't get any ownership there.
What's that?
Certainly not going to get any ownership there.
Yep. Nico hitting 7th is gonna just literally like no one's gonna play him.
Yeah. Okay, well, that should do for right now because I can always change these things. I'm going to check my draft. I think that my original lineup I made on DraftKings I might just roll with. I'm on FanDuel. I like double shortstopping there and paying up for Turner and Bichette.
Ooh, I like that.
To get good guys, and then you've got a really cheap Dodgers stack today, which you can do any which way you want, I guess. And that's what I'm going for on FanDuel. I don't think the Dodgers are going to have the ownership tonight. I really don't.
They never do.
They never do, but people do. So people in the industry like to pick on Kelly too, just like me. So they may do that. That's the only thing.
Right.
But yeah, play Yoshi and Muncie in one. Play Lux. I prefer Lux over the other guys. By the way, he's just a better hitter. I do have Jock Peterson in some lineups on FanDuel.
Oh, there you go.
I have no problem trying to pick a home run off of Scherzer. Like
yeah,
not, he that's what he does. But mostly, yeah, staying with a pretty tight core. Dodgers, Washington are the main ones with pieces of the Blue Jays. And good luck to us. And I'm going to answer questions in the chat in just a minute, guys. So drop them in, and we will get to it. Luke Voigt seems like a pretty good one-off today, doesn't he? I have Schwarber in like so many lineups today. It's kind of absurd.
I think it's fair.
I am still playing some Beatty, even though he's batting seventh. It's just I just think he's got an. I mean, I'm just mixing up the Dodger stacks. I know that there's going to be the chalkier ways to do the stacks, and people like to do it sequentially and all that stuff, and I'm not doing that much. Okay, and I can answer some questions in 2 seconds. Okay. Anything? We got anything? Oh, we did. Something's going here. All right, Jamie, let's get it. Charlie Morton seems to have a dream matchup and a good ump. Yep, I agree about both on Charlie Morton. Gleber, yeah, he likes. Okay, good. I like the idea of Detroit guy leverage. Yeah, I don't think I really don't think that it's. I mean, he'll be owned, Logan Webb, but I think that it's just they're going to be unowned anyway. I never understand exactly this whole thought process, and you guys love to talk about it. And on 4 to 6 game slates, it makes some sense to me, but mostly I don't see any advantage. You're just getting lower ownership. So to get low ownership the other way, and I understand that everything they do good, it doesn't affects them badly, but it's for a 4,700 pitcher. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Like they could have 3 guys hit home runs and he could still get there. Arenado, I do think St. Louis. I'm just gonna take a quick look at their ownership. St. Louis is really strong today, and I think that's what I want to do. Let me see real quick. Let's find Goldie. Goldschmidt. Okay. I don't even think any done for him. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, St. Louis I think is a really good stack. I thought they were going to end up being popular, but I don't have my. Here we go. There's my ownerships. No, they're not. I mean, I love that St. Louis stuff. Then, including Jason Williams as a cheap potential outfield guy that you might want to consider for that. Yeah. All right, I got to get turning some of my Josh Bell and my stacks into Paul Goldschmidt and trying to get different somewhere.
That is a very, very cool pivot, by the way.
Yeah. I think that's the way to go. Miguel Andujar is batting 6th, and he's 2,700. He's another guy I'm spending down on to get away from the chalk of third baseman I can't think of the name of for some reason. Starlin Castro. Yeah, I think I like this thing. I have some Ohtani, by the way, which I don't feel great about, but I did.
It's okay.
It's not locked in stone. Yeah, it's not set in stone, but it's Goldie.
You think he'll end up giving up pitching or hitting?
What do you mean?
He's not going to do both for his whole career.
I mean, I don't know for his whole career, but he's doing a pretty good job of it. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Very good question. Bets. Arenado. Yeah, I kind of like that. Arenado will just get Williams in there. And then you can play Molina. It's going to bring me back to my guy. I know it's going to bring me back to Brad Keller.
You think?
That's where I'm ended up with a little bit. He fits in perfectly. Ugh, what do I do? Nothing. My Zach Eflin, Brad Keller lineup. Let's see how that one goes.
What could go wrong with that?
The Brad Keller thing, actually, maybe just because of the weather thing, if I'm not going to play the other, I don't want to do that. But it is different at 5,500, I have to say. How much Schwarber do you have? I mean, I have like 1,000,000% of. I don't even think it's. I think it's well over 100 that I've got.
What? How much Schwarber?
Yeah.
Well, I told you I only have 2 lineups on draft.
How about on FanDuel?
And I have them in both of them. I think I have like I'll tell you in a second. I think I have close to 100. Let me just see. But probably not because I didn't hand build them all. If I hand build them all, I probably would have ended up with 100.
Yeah. Should have still this Angels lineup.
So wait, do we have a Washington lineup or no?
Oh, they changed it to Adam Peacock pitching to the Dodgers, so somewhat of a bullpen game. Not quite as exciting as Merrill Kelly, but still good enough. Good to stack them. What? No, I don't. I don't have a Washington lineup.
So on FanDuel, no, I don't have all. I don't have as much as I thought I would, because you know what I have? Because I have this this Yelich business and Kane and Bradley. You know what I mean? Like I'm playing that, and then I got JD Martinez, and then playing JD Martinez. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense, for sure.
Bogarts.
Williams.
You want to talk about some NBA?
Sure.
Yeah, I got some.
I don't want to yet. I'm still building lineups.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still adjusting things. I think that God, how can I be 100 off of where I need to be? It's frustrating.
Let me take a look and see. Big Ticket says St. Louis a good stack. Is this accurate, by the way?
What?
What Fresh Doll says? No lineup for Nats. Somebody tested positive for COVID.
Oh, Jesus. That's huge if that is. Well, I will be in Discord until whatever, because that's my whole thing. And by the way, now maybe we get some lower ownership on it, because that word is going to spread. I'm sure every show is talking about it. I didn't get that note anywhere, but I was trying to. I would have investigated if we weren't on why it's not happening, but yeah, weird. That's going to really throw a wrench into. I don't know what's happening. Sheets.
But I still have this question. Okay,
it's better than Coors, that game. Like it's like just
question, and you know what? I hate to have to waste time talking about this.
Why does nobody know? Because they don't know.
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh.
That when COVID first started, everybody was afraid that the athletes were going to take all the tests and everything like that because they get. And I was even saying, you know what? They're a $1 billion industry. Maybe they should get to take the test. How come they're not all vaccinated, for Christ's sake?
Okay, so yeah, that's a tough question, and I mean, look,
we don't have time.
Things and other people think of things, and I can't, there's members of my family who share every single belief except for when it comes to vaccination. So it's just a thing. I don't know what else to say. It's definitely just a thing. It's nothing we can do about it. But it does feel kind of annoying, like when you're trying to, figure out who's playing or not. That could give us some leverage, right? Especially in the large field tournaments. Because, small field people probably aren't going to notice as much. I don't know. Maybe they will. I think it might everywhere, actually. That's an important point. I appreciate who pointed it out, Cheats?
It's up a couple of things in the chat.
I'm just trying to build on it stuff.
No, I'm looking through Discord to see if I can get information.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, you got it. Sorry. National status test one deemed to have been close contact through contact tracing. A player who tested positive was vaccinated. Oh, that's a good answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's going to happen,
Lovely.
Sheets, are you playing any Mariners bats from Timothy?
No, but I would play them. In other words, if I would play my normal complement of 20 lineups, I would definitely play some Mariners.
Gotcha. What if it was like Scherzer who tested positive? Then you've got a
whole. Oh my god!
All the Cubs are in the play. Like it's just crazy.
That'd be so. I won't say funny, but that'd be like.
It'd be so messed up. Is St. Louis a good stack? I hope that was. I don't know if that was before or after my talk about St. Louis, but I do like St. Louis, and I do have them as one of my stacks now. I did add them a little bit. I gave them a little bit of a bump over the Dodgers, just because the bullpen game factor. I wanted to pick on Kelly, and the fact that Dodgers lineup's a little bit weak.
All right, hold on. Okay, so here's some Washington stuff. Hold on, it says.
Okay.
So Maddie, someone says, yeah, one player, and there's another in quarantine after contact tracing. Someone says, any clue who? Nope, been looking. They need to announce soon. Going to be pissed if we get to lock, and it's Soto and Schwarber. No kidding. Where is the Nationals lineup? Mm-hmm. Edmund. Let's see.
Go ahead.
No. I'm just poking around.
Yeah. This is the slate right here. Like, there's nothing else we're going to talk about.
This is and yet with oh wait, hold on, here we go. There's something. Dave something. Martinez says neither of these absences affected the starting lineup. The Nationals won't be shorthanded because they chose to carry a taxi squad with them.
Well, of course, it affects the starting lineup.
I'm just reading tweets. Dave Martinez.
No, I'm just speaking back to the tweet, not to you. Sorry. I'm just saying that great, but what the hell are we supposed to do? Like, who knows? And he's going to say what he was going to start, You might get your Robles man as the leadoff guy or something today.
Someone tests positive. Somebody's asymptomatic. There's a player exposed to somebody who was not vaccinated, who was deemed a close contact, also placed in quarantine. Martinez says neither of these absences affected the starting lineup. Well, if that's the case, put out the freaking starting lineup. Christ.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Well, it's okay. I've got to.
All right, give me 1 second. I have a buddy who's in St. Louis. I'm just gonna call him really quick. I'm serious. Give me 1 second.
Oh, what's going on in St. Louis?
I have a buddy who has a friend who works there, but he plays DFS also. So he'll answer my call. Give me 1 second.
Nothing yet coming from here. There's an Angels lineup. There's a Dodgers lineup. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, he said he couldn't answer my call, but he texted me.
What is it? Why are we thinking about St. Louis?
I'm sorry, sorry, I just misspoke. Washington.
Oh, geez. Okay, I'm just wondering what are you.
He's from St. Louis. That's why I got mixed up. But one of his friends is on the training staff in Washington. So he says that he doesn't think from what he talked to him, messages he got from him, that it's any player that we would be considering playing.
Okay.
But he's not 100% sure.
And we don't know. Maybe he doesn't know how much I want to play Victor Robles.
not a thing. Favorite Dodger tonight is I like Betts, Turner, Muncy. And then probably Lux, to be honest, would be my next favorite one. Got that big home run last night that got me cashing in everything, or cashing on DraftKings and everything. Not on fantasy.
Wait, excuse me. By the way, I'd like to. This is what I was talking about yesterday. When, yes, it's for the money, whatever it is, but like so much of this is the competition also. And I got really into it yesterday. I played the hockey, and I played the one lineup in the big one, whatever. And I was like 5 points off and there was like 3 minutes to go in the last game, and I'm sitting there, come on, I just need something. And with like a minute 20 to go, one of my guys centered it to the other guy who hit a goal to put me in the money. I literally flexed in the middle of my office.
No, it feels good when it happens.
Yep. Paid 22 spots. I went from 30th to 19th in the last minute.
The thing is, anytime you think you're feeling dead and then you come back from it, even if it's not that much money, it just feels good. It just feels great.
Absolutely.
My least favorite Washington National, I'll just say, is Josh Harrison. And yeah, I'm giving a little bit to BVP there, but I am going to play some Josh Harrison. I'm not saying don't play Josh Harrison. I'm just saying I don't like. Yeah, you guys get what I'm saying.
Jazz season. You want to do any NBA or?
Yeah, I'd love to talk about NBA. I'm just finishing this last.
Oh yeah, let me know when you're done there.
Pivot off of well, I don't think I'm going to pivot off of that. All right, I'm almost done with it, and I'm going to go to Narvaez. I do love the Narvaez as a play tonight. I'm a little worried about playing one-offs in games that I'm a little weather concerned, but my weather concerns, my weather concerns are a little more pitching related. I was going to say, And I think if you want to do something, try to play, like one thing I've tried to do is my original plan was to try to, this sounds really, really stupid, but it makes sense. If I'm going to be stacking, like originally I was just stacking Washington and Toronto, and I just was playing Bichette as a one-off with a 5-man Washington stack and Turner as a one-off in a 4-man Toronto stack. Because they're like roughly the same price at shortstop, and it's just not, anything like that to do something different that people are going to do valuable in base, and it's baseball. Everybody can go over 5. Favorite stacks tonight. I'll say it's the Dodgers. Well, Dodgers are less actually, but Washington, even regardless of who's playing, Washington, the Dodgers, and Toronto are my 3 stacks for me. Anything else, Sheets, you want to add? You guys, please give us the like and the thumbs up. We appreciate it. It helps us out. And
well, forget that. You guys should also, if you haven't done it already, continue to check out the site. Where it's you guys are officially beta testers. I mean, they have to sign up, right? I mean, they don't have to pay anything yet, but sign up.
Yeah. Just it takes 2 seconds. You don't have to go to the site though. Just go to truedfs.com, and we're still figuring out. There's just kinks and stuff. We're going to make everything look prettier and figure out how to organize it. There's going to be a lot of cool things we're adding. We just haven't, we're using this first month as really just beta testing, not charging anything, and trying to give out more concisely.
There's a rumor that it was Fetty, but maybe not. Hold on.
We can't.
I make that at least 5% accurate. Someone's coming in. Why no Washington lineups?
Favorite. Okay, I need to do this really quick. Never mind.
Did the Washington football team come up with a name yet, or no?
Desperate mode here. Sorry, I've got less than a minute. Lewis and I don't think so. Not that I've heard. Oof, just got that one under the wire. Let's see. Hopefully it worked. Hopefully it worked. Let's
Any
see.
more? Any further progress with DraftKings or no?
Yes, made some progress. Got paid out one of the, a 5K amount, which was good. Felt
Beautiful.
reassuring a little bit. There's some money. It's really, really. I'll just say, like, I appreciate the guys who've helped me, my host and people who've helped me. But I have to say, the system, it's really bad for as big of a company they are to have this kind of stuff happen. It's crazy. Okay, what else do we have here? I did get it in. Perfect. Exactly like I wanted to. Beautiful. Okay.
I wonder if I have anybody in the in these games. In the baseball that started. What starts at 7?
I don't even know. Switched over.
Well, you got something in right in the nick of time, so it had to be something. Oh, so Miami, Philly.
I don't know what it was. I honestly didn't realize this guy. I wasn't looking at the schedule.
Yeah, I don't have a soul on DraftKings that starts now. So
yeah, I don't think I do either. Actually, just felt like the last second. You know what I mean? It was. I'm used to basketball. You're like, everything's a mess. Can we get a Washington lineup? God dang it! All right, we'll revisit that if we have to.
I'm on it, and between me and everybody else that's
we'll get it.
All over the place. We'll get this. We'll get Rodgers is 6% ownership. Is he out? He's not pitching? Is that the story?
No, why would he be out?
Is that why they're saying that?
No, I think it's just he's low owned.
Oh, and Means is 8%.
Let's see what Zach Eflin is in the 250. He is.
Oh, the lineup is out. Lineup is out.
Okay.
Turner, Soto, Bell, Schwarber, Castro, Harrison, Gomes, Scherzer hitting 8th, and Robles 9th.
That's what they do. That makes sense. That's exactly what I thought they would do. Okay, so he's telling the truth. It really didn't affect even the projected lineup. So there we go. And Zach Eflin with a quick out has me running away with the tournament.
Screenshot.
All right. So NBA stuff. This is what's great about the NBA. We actually do have some news tonight that we have to wait on.
What do we got?
And we've got a game time decision with Grayson Allen, which could potentially on FanDuel open up Desmond Bain or D'Anthony Melton.
Hell yeah!
So that's a thing. It shouldn't be a thing. Maybe you built differently. All that's great, well and good. One thing I did not plan on doing is having Andrew Wiggins in my main build on DraftKings to start the day, and I certainly don't want to have him now. But he literally, it just lets me do what I want to do. It's frustrating to try and get different because I think that the real balls out play is to play the LeBron Curry thing. And I think Curry will be really, really high owned, obviously. But LeBron, I think, ends up lower owned. It's just harder to get him in than you'd think. And people are still worried about his ankle. I'll tell you what, if this game is – I don't think it's so much about having to win. I mean, it is partly – look, you have to win to get in, obviously. They can always – the Lakers are going to win. They're going to win one of the next 2 games. But I do think that his Curry thing with Curry and all that and just to be able to just get straight in now. Plus, we're not used to seeing LeBron, only play less minutes. I know it's happened a few times lately, but wasn't really going to affect anything. And I love John Morant on DraftKings. I'm
going to start with some FanDuel.
Okay, let's start with that. I'll
throw a couple of curveballs at you on FanDuel.
Okay.
So I actually have basically 67% Wiggins on FanDuel. The other guys have on FanDuel that might not be your favorites or anybody's favorites. I have Jordan Poole on FanDuel.
Okay.
And I have Juan Toscano Anderson on FanDuel.
Okay.
So those are not the norm, right? Those are a little different.
Yeah. I like Juan Toscano Anderson a lot.
Oh wow!
I didn't get to him. I ended up overpaying for Green and Curry on FanDuel.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Green and Murray as my others got spot. I'm using Steph and I'm using LeBron. I decided to use Kuzma instead of using.
I got some of that.
What's his name? And making it sort of more of a Lakers game stack with all the San Antonio guys. But I'm not skipping DeRozan today. I am fading DeJounte Murray in my big lineup on DraftKings. It's a scary fade, but he actually does have a range of outcomes. I also am playing him on FanDuel, where he's more expensive. Try and at least get a little bit different, but it's really hard to get too different, honestly, on this slate.
My highest owned, I thought that this guy would be more popular. I think my highest owned player on FanDuel was Schroeder, actually.
You mean your lowest owned player?
No, my highest owned.
Oh, he's your highest owned player?
I think so.
All right.
He's no good?
I kind of like that, Sheets. You're kind of talking, maybe I'm talking myself into it, but I kind of like that.
2-game slate, anything's possible?
No, I like it a lot, actually. I think I'm in. Boy, how starved are we for power forwards here?
You get Draymond, you got Anthony Davis. I mean, those are good players, right?
Jaren Jackson is a chalk.
Jaren Jackson, you got Juan Toscano Anderson, you got Rudy Gay. I think everybody's in play. I mean, like this is a soft slate.
They're all in play because there's not the position's not.
But this is a soft slate. You know what I mean? I think anybody, you can make lineups.
Fair enough, bud.
I think the guy you're supposed to fade is like Patty Mills. I don't know.
What about D'Anthony Melton as a pivot off of the other guys at shooting guard?
And just even if what's his name plays.
Yeah, I mean he just always has the range of outcomes thing in his favor.
Yeah, that's true.
Like when he goes off, he goes off. I mean, I think I'm going to end up with Walker instead, but man, I kind of like it the other way a little bit. And after all my talk earlier, I ended up having to sort of be forced into Jaren Jackson everywhere on DraftKings.
I got.
It's hard.
I got a lot of that.
It comes down to like Jackson, Wiggins, and they're both legitimate versus Green, Toscano, Anderson, who theoretically and kind of literally take away from each other. But I'm already playing Steph and Looney. I think I'm higher on Looney than other people are today. Yeah.
Has Looney ever won anybody anything?
But he doesn't need to win you anything. He's 3,800. We need value. And he's going to play. I mean, if he doesn't foul out, he's going to play 30-plus minutes in this game.
Yeah, just so you guys know what I'm doing. I'm playing 20 lineups there. I'm only playing the $20 tournament. So I'm playing 20 lineups there, and I have 35% Looney. So
okay.
I don't know whether that's under the field or over the field, but
yeah, I left some money on the table in some of the $20 as something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got one of them. I thought I was going to have more money left on the table. I got one more left, 1,000, but everything else is like within striking range.
Anybody have any basketball questions? Looks like everybody's out on basketball for tonight. Seems like. I think that'll change once the playoffs actually start. So
yeah,
Monday,
it's nice and chilled. You think you're going to do those things, the 4-game slates again? Those were so awesome in the bubble.
Oh, those are the 4-game slates in the playoffs are like a whole different thing. Sheets, you're gonna have to stop me because I might make our shows take too long. I'm gonna sit there and go over all and you're gonna do the same. You're a coach. You think like a coach. I'm not. A coach.
But the only thing that was different. Remember during the bubble, they were the day games. Remember?
Yeah, that was a little bit too wild because I was doing
everything was an island game, right?
What's that?
Everything was an island game.
Yeah, it was rough. And then you had I had the BetQL shows in the middle of the day. It was trying to do both, and we got baseball coming.
That's right. It
was a madhouse. By the way, that guy still owes me a favor. All right, guys. If there's nothing for basketball, I'm pretty good with basketball until we hear about this Grayson Allen. And I would just say that if Grayson Allen is out, I will load up on D'Anthony Melton. And in fact, maybe I'm going to do it anyway. All right. I'm sort of tempted to just make that one pivot because Patty Mills and Lonnie Walker, like that's what you're doing. Okay, so if you get more, if he just outscores them, but if he outscores them by like 10, you're winning a tournament. You can win a tournament, and that's totally possible. We've seen Patty Mills and Lonnie Walker play the minutes they're going to play all the time. Anthony Melton, yes, it's a range of outcomes. They'll probably tighten up the rotation because of the playoffs and all that stuff. But he is one of their spark plugs. If they get off to a slow start, and you shouldn't be playing him with like Ja. And this is the reason why I think you should be playing him instead of Bane, who would be the starter, because he's going to run more with the second unit. Do I really want to make this huge of it's a huge play.
Sorry about that.
Was that hockey?
Yeah, the dude's hockey started at 6:30 today.
Grayson Allen available to play. Wah, wah.
Well, that means you play Melton now.
I agree, but like I don't know.
Oh, see, this is the good feel. I like the hockey fade is good because they're like 4 games. And you don't have any of the first game. You see them go 0-0 to the end of the period. I'm like, yes.
But so you're happy about that, right? But are you upset about not having the goalkeeper or something?
The thing about the goalies is really weird. They've changed the scoring system over the last couple of years. That it's not just about like goal suppression. Like you can't win if you like shut me down anymore. Like you gotta be facing a good team and face like 50 shots and give up like 2 goals. You know what I mean? Like it's all about like stopping shots. Like you gotta have goalies that are against like really, really good high scoring teams.
Gotcha. Interesting. And okay, I would like to get JTA into Juan Toscano Anderson into one of my medium entry ones.
Dude, he's already got an acronym and everything.
I love him, man. This guy's like he doesn't not exactly like Draymond. He seems to have his head on his shoulders a little bit, but he reminds me of Draymond.
Who do you like more? I guess the same price, close. Garcia or Kane?
I'm always going to say Kane hasn't shown power in a long time. And Garcia, honestly, in all fairness, hasn't exactly either. But Kane has the stolen base upside. They're both fine to me.
No big lean either way. Okay.
If it's me, I'm playing Garcia.
Okay. Bobby Firestone recommends locking in Garcia. Okay.
I think I'm going to do something really weird. I think I'm going to do the weird Eubanks thing potentially. Well, no, I don't want it to be Eubanks. I do want that really low-owned cheapo who's going to – maybe it's Mulder.
That could be the
play that wins you the tournament.
Mulder could be the X factor.
Mulder – listen to our conversation. How crazy is that? Anderson. Oh boy.
Let me see how much Eubanks do I have? I gotta have something. I mean, like I just have to. There's just no possible way I don't have Eubanks. If I don't have Eubanks, I will push. Oh my god, I will push-ups. I can't believe it. How do I have to have no Eubanks? Oh wait, did that start yet? No, that's not till 7:30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so I'll definitely gotta have some Eubanks. I don't want to push.
I also ended up on some Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson, I just have to. It's hard when he versus Juan Toscano, or I just give him the edge, I guess.
Drummond, Keldon Johnson. Yeah, I like all the NBA lineups. You know what I mean? Like they're all going to look good, and then we'll see what happens.
You feel that way? I feel very differently.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Because I am a little bit trying to like overthink it because that's the only way I know how to win on these slates.
Yeah,
and it's paid off for me. You know, that's been a couple of my biggest wins. And
I have two outright wins this year in 2 gamers. I'm started. I'm ready.
I know. I should just be listening to you.
Little I know. I got lines with 8. I have a line on FanDuel with AD, LeBron, Schroeder, and Kuzma all in it. With no run back with Curry. How's that going to win? We're going to find out.
That's pretty funny.
It won't be duplicated. A 2-game slate, that's sometimes all you need. It's all you need to be happy.
Seriously. You're right. I am fading Podol in one of my lineups just because I can't.
So I guess I'm with the field on him. I'm 60% of him on DraftKings. Is that about the field? 60%?
Yeah. I have 93% Looney, though.
Oh, there it is.
But I don't even think I'm going to make much. I don't think there's anything to really.
I guess. So why don't you do this? Yeah, tell me what guy on DraftKings you think this will still test your ability to predict ownership too. Who do you think you're most over the field on? Who do you think you're most under the field on?
Most over the field on. I know I'm on what's his name on who I just said.
Well, forget the 100%. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, that's over the field. I mean, the 93%.
Right. Okay, fair enough. No, 90, but 93 is like more than 100, sort of. That's like right. It's like if it's 100, you could have. If you have one lineup, you could have 100% somebody. If you have 93%, I mean that means you like actually really like him.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, actually. I'm very overweight. I think I'm overweight on. Oh, I'm definitely overweight on LeBron.
How much you have of him?
60%.
Right. So how owned do you think he's going to be?
25%.
Okay.
I guess I'm overweight on Curry because I have him 100%. I'm 100% on. There's one guy I won't not play DeMar DeRozan today. I keep reminding myself that every few minutes.
I have 60 of the LeBron, so I guess that's considered quite over on him. Here's one. I got on DraftKings. I have 60% Dylan Brooks.
Okay, I like that.
That's something.
I like that.
And then with the field, probably Draymond 40. That's about right.
I think I'm over the field on KCP.
I have 30 of him.
I've got 45.
Yeah.
He's my only pivot, and I have him in addition to Looney.
Oh, I guess the answer is the guy I'm over the field, maybe the most is maybe I have 50% Schroeder on DraftKings.
I love it.
Still Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks will still be the most over.
I don't think that Schroeder is going to be owned like at all on DraftKings.
You don't think so?
No, I really don't. I don't see like who's going to make the click. So you're not playing Steph then because you're not playing Schroeder over Murray. Like that. I mean, you could. It by every metric in the world, it would make no sense. But
yeah, I have only 15% DeJounte Murray, and I have.
You win for the fade.
Yeah, and I have I'm under, and I'm well under on Curry too.
How much Patty Mills do you have?
Patty Mills on DraftKings. I'm with the field. I think I have 30.
All right, I've got 80.
Yeah.
Kind of giving away my lineup for anybody out there who wants to figure it
Not
out.
really.
Pretty easy.
I have no idea what your lineup is. I've been paying attention. I have no idea what it is.
My main lineup, or what my lineups are actually. Yeah, so Looney. Okay, that's what I can do. I can turn some Loonies into KCPs.
And I got 50% Kyle Anderson. I guess that's a little over.
Yeah.
Not much over though. I mean, people are going to play him.
I think Kyle Anderson's going to be played. Yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, I didn't play. Well, I didn't plan to be because I was making the argument for trying to fade him, but I ended up over the field on Jaren Jackson Jr. Just it was hard not to fit him in. And I also think he's got like a 50-point ceiling here, which helps. But yeah, Patty Mills.
Who do you think is going to be the highest owned player on the slate on DraftKings?
That's a good question.
I'm going to predict one of two.
I think DeJounte Murray and Jakob Poeltl will be close. I think.
I was going to say either Curry or DeMar DeRozan. Actually,
I don't think DeRozan will be as high owned as the other ones because of how Murray will project. How Murray's projected.
Just because of his of small forward for but then again, LeBron's small forward.
Yeah, but LeBron's not going to be that high owned. And I'll tell you this right now, with all the projected ownerships out there, maybe LeBron does end up a little bit higher owned, but if he does, Anthony Davis is going to be completely unknown.
Yeah, I have 30% Davis on DraftKings.
You're spread out a little bit for a 2-game slate.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah. Let's get 20 lineups.
It's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for him.
What's that again?
That you don't know that line from Dodgeball?
I hear it all the time, and I forget what it is. I don't know what it is.
From Dodgeball.
Oh, I've never seen Dodgeball.
Oh.
I guess Galvis must have hit a home run or something.
Why?
One of the Discord people were yelling Galvis.
How many Discords you got popped up there?
I have what do I have? I have the Roto Grinders one. I got the RPS. I got ours. I got Awesemo Slack. I got all kinds of shit going on.
Nice.
Wherever I can get.
How do I have 2 fantasy? Oh, is Morton started already? I didn't realize that game started. All right, Charlie Morton, have a game.
Yeah, I have on DraftKings on my contest. I can show you this. Right? There it is. Currently winning 0. Total fantasy points 0. There it is.
Well, I guess we should have given more thought to the Baltimore stack, by the way. Galvis and Mancini already with home runs.
Uh-oh.
My man Mancini. That guy always – he always comes through for me, and I just haven't been playing him. I think I need to change that.
Oh, these look like good lineups. This should be all right. I gotta make up some Galvis Mancini stuff.
The combination of the 3.5% combined owned Galvis and Mancini.
Well, you go to the top of the leaderboard and in the big one.
Everybody's got it, but that
And the leader's got both of them, but he also has Eflin with minus 1.5. So.
Oh, Eflin killed me already.
Brian Anderson with a home run.
Jesus. I actually was like, with the way they treat Brad, they keep moving him back, and he was going to be their guy. And I actually was like, man, this guy might be sent down at some point at the way that they treat him. That's too bad for Eflin. So what is Eflin giving up? 2 runs?
No, 1 run, 3 hits.
Wow. All right, I think we're going to get out of here, Sheets, because it looks like everybody's gone. If you're still there, guys, please click the like and subscribe and all that stuff.
So wait, so here's a question. So is this a good result or a bad result? So John Means, this is an interesting question. He's 9,200. He's 5.2% owned. Through 1 inning, 6 outs, no hits, no runs, no strikeouts.
That's 2 innings. So 2 innings.
Sorry, 2 innings, right. No strikeouts, but nothing else. That's not good, right?
If he's thrown less than 20 pitches, it's good.
Okay.
I mean, just to keep him in the game forever, and
right.
He's got the lead also.
Right.
Yeah, I would take it. I would take a little bit of it, but there's going to be some. You're going to see some runs scored from the guys who I like, but except for Kershaw.
Yeah, Kershaw's not giving up anything.
I'm not saying he's not going to give up anything, but I would say that I would bet that he has a good game tonight. So just going back to that, I've got 27% Kershaw on DraftKings. Yes. I have 61% Flaherty, 70% Scherzer. So this is going to be the last. Before I go, you finish what you're saying. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No. 24% Eflin. 20% Eflin. 24% Ohtani. Still feel weird about that one. This feels like the wrong slate to try and mess around with that. So I'm going to. So before I go to dinner, I wanted to since this is the last I'll see you guys before, I'm going to give you my ownerships in the golf. Oh, great. Which I don't think I'm changing. My highest owned golfer is going to be Tyrrell Hatton, followed by Berger and Schauffele and Connors. Very into this Hatton thing. I'm gonna make another little Hatton note just because I trust the Sheets. Last time I played him, I had like 80%. He didn't make the cut. Have a good night, guys, and good luck. Have a good night. I'll see you later, Sheets. Take it easy. All right, later. I just gotta find I gotta okay. Wait. In